All right, let's just start off this video and say that the Sacramento Kings suck. I mean, last night I was actually not feeling good, so there was no post game last night. I don't know if you guys saw on my tweet. If you guys follow me on X, that was the reason why there was no post game. The Kings lost last night in OKC, 99-113, and tonight, no John Morant, no Jaren Jackson Jr. You still get smoked by 41 points in Memphis against the Grizzlies. 137-96 final score tonight. But I guess the biggest story about tonight, it wasn't even about this game. It was about Domantas Sabonis this afternoon. News broke that he has torn his meniscus and he is going to be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. Sabonis, I just knew this season, in particular in the games that he's played, he has not looked good. He has been terrible this season, and now it makes sense why he has been terrible. I hope that they didn't rush him back and he tore his meniscus by being rushed back. If that's the case, that's a shame on the Kings medical staff and team for rushing him back, and it's a shame because longevity, long-term health is always way more important than being on the court. And I'm just hope that he wasn't rushed. I'm sure more news or more information will come out the coming days and how he got hurt. It could have been in practice. Maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. But the fact is that the Kings are really going to miss Domantas Sabonis. They were already shitty with Domantas Sabonis on the court. 100% healthy or not, Sabonis is still on the court. I give him respect for even being on the court, whether he was rushed or not. The fact that he put his body out there and played through an injury, it sucks, man. I wish him a speedy recovery, wish him a healthy recovery, and they're gonna miss him. They're gonna be out with Sabonis for a while. He's obviously your all NBA center, and it's going to be pretty hard to replace his production from, a guy who's an automatic double-double machine and a guy who's led the league in rebounding for the last couple seasons. You're not going to have that for a while now. And please do not make a panic trade. I'm talking about a trade where you go out and try to trade for another player and then you try to salvage and save the season. I don't want any of that. This is what I want to see happen moving forward. I want to see Maxime Renard get all the minutes. I want to see Nick Clifford get minutes. Keegan Murray made his season debut today. I thought Keegan Murray in spurts looked pretty damn, good in spurts. In 33 minutes, he had 11 points. But I want to see the Kings youth. I want to see them get developed in playing time moving forward. And whether that means Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Russell Westbrook minutes are limited, or they're moving in a different direction and starting to become sellers. That's what the Kings should do, man. They're not. We've seen it now through 15 games. This core of LaVine, DeRozan, Sabonis, or him being out, Murray and Westbrook, they're not going anywhere. It's a damn shame because they've been in and out of the lineup with injuries, but the reality is that still, when they're all on the court and 100% healthy, this team's just got no direction, no identity, no freaking future, man. This is one of the oldest teams in the NBA. It's a damn shame where the Sacramento Kings franchise and organization has gone from where they were 2 years ago to where they are now. It really is a shame. And, people want to come at me and people want to say that, oh, well, there was expectation that you set on this team. I didn't set any expectations. I wanted to root for Doug Christie. I wanted to root for DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Despite all the crap and negativity that they both got from being in Chicago, I wanted to root for them. I wanted to, them to push this past this negative narrative that they had in Chicago. I wanted to root for them. I wanted to root for Doug Christie to coach his ass off, and he has, and he's not been best at his job. And it's because of this flawed roster. I just wanted to root for this team to be successful and prove a lot of people wrong. I just wanted to see that narrative. I'm glad to admit that I was wrong. I'm glad to admit that there was other people that thought the same and that they were wrong too. This team really make me look like making me look like I'm a bad person, which I'm not. But I feel for Sabonis. You know, I feel for Levine and DeRozan. Really feel for Russell Westbrook. Like, man, as much as I hate to say this, he's been one of my favorite players of all time. But much as I hate to say this is probably the worst team Russell Westbrook has played for. And that's coming from a diehard Sacramento Kings fan, a Sacramento Kings investor. I really, really feel for Russell Westbrook, and I'm sorry, Russell Westbrook, that you got to deal with this crap. Let's look at the numbers with the starting five tonight. Precious Chua, 24 minutes, he had 2 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. DeRozan, 15 minutes, he had 7 points, 2 assists, 0 rebounds. Drew Eubanks, 26 minutes, he had 9 points, 5 boards, 0 assists. Zach LaVine, in 26 minutes, he had 26 points, he had 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Russell Westbrook, 21 minutes, he had 11 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. Keegan Murray, 33 minutes, he had 11 points, he had 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Maxime Reynard got 21 minutes, he had 12 points, 3 boards, 1 assist. Dennis Schroeder, 25 minutes, he had 6 points. He had 3 points, he had 6 assists, he had 2 rebounds for Dennis Schroeder. Malik Monk in 14 minutes, he had 2 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. Keon Ellis played 16 minutes, he had 5 points, 1 board, 1 assist. And Nick Clifford got 19 minutes tonight. He had 8 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. With that being said, guys, you know, I had to rant a little bit. You know, I felt much better today because I was really dealing with a migraine yesterday, a terrible migraine that caused me to not do a post game. And, you know, the day was really good today. I felt really good today. You know, excited to see the Keegan Murray season debut tonight, only to get news before the debut that Domantas Sabonis has torn his meniscus, and that kind of threw me off. Kind of turned the day south for me, honestly. Would have been really cool to see, you know, Sabonis and Keegan Murray playing again on the court together. And it's been a season from hell. You know, it's been, honestly speaking, it's been a season from hell. The Sacramento Kings team is the worst team in the NBA right now. They're 3-13. I know statistic-wise and record-wise, they're 14th in the Western Conference, but they are the worst team because you have a Russell Westbrook, you have a Zach LaVine, you have a DeMar DeRozan, and you're still pretty terrible as a team together. And tonight showed why they're such a terrible team. No John Morant, no Jaren Jackson Jr. The Memphis Grizzlies still put up 137 freaking points, and you only put up 96 points, and you got smoked by 41 points tonight. Really frustrating, really, really terrible times to be a Kings fan. I know the tankers and the tankathons doing their simulation with the NBA draft lottery and this and that. Let's get this, Pete. Let's do that. It is what it is. I'm gonna start paying more attention to college basketball and scout some of the potential top 5, top 10 draft picks, because I've accepted the fact that this Sacramento Kings team is not going anywhere. And it's pretty crazy because I haven't scouted or paid attention to college basketball as much the last 2-3 years due to the fact that the Kings were actually competing at a competitive level. And that goes for last season too. You know, make the play-in tournament and see where it goes. And they obviously folded and disappointed. And today, this season so far, they've been pretty terrible. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. The season, it is what it is. We're one of the worst teams in the NBA, if not the worst team in the NBA. And it's time to start paying attention to the college basketball level and look and scout and potentially look at potential draft prospects for the Sacramento Kings. So, with that being said, 8 games in a row. Wouldn't be surprised if this losing streak goes into double digits. I mean, you got the Denver Nuggets next on the road in Denver on Saturday. I'm not expecting a win there. That's probably going to be another blowout loss because the Denver Nuggets are that good of a basketball team, and they're one of the best teams in the NBA and in the Western Conference, and it will be a difficult game for the Sacramento Kings to win. So with that being said, I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I know it's as frustrating as it's been. I'm with you guys. I'm frustrated myself. But I've accepted that the fact that this team is not a very good basketball team, and it's pretty much time to tank. So with that being said, appreciate you guys. Have yourself a great rest of your night. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.